Hello everyone, this here is a custom Lego spaceship that I built, and this spaceship here is supposed to kind of be like an alternate version of the Y-Wing from Star Wars. I kind of wanted to, do its general design concepts, but then kind of do my own spin on it and kind of my own version of the Y-Wing, and that is what I did here. And I do feel like this MOC turned out okay. I actually built this one at the beginning of 2020, so I built this one quite some time ago, but I honestly don't feel like it's horrible. There are a lot of things about this that I would change, I feel like, and some things that could have been done a lot better, but I do think that it's, it's decent enough, and it's definitely not one of my worst custom builds at all. There's a lot of things about it that I like, and one of those things that I do really like is the way that this front section looks here. I kind of like the way that this front part looks, and then the way that these windscreens kind of come together there. And then I also really like this, how it kind of connects this section and this section here together. I remember really liking that when I first built it there. I do really like the way that looks a lot. And then this thing here can spin 360, and then this is kind of on like a ratchet there, so that can angle up and down. And there is an interior. That part's pretty disappointing, honestly. I didn't do much when it comes to the interior. I didn't even build a minifigure either to go with it. And you can't really see much from this, so you can take this section off there as well. And yeah, I really didn't do a whole lot at all when it comes to interior. But I did build this. There's this little console in there, and then some like control sticks. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, I didn't even do a minifigure to go with this or anything. So it's pretty simplistic there. But at least there is, somewhat of an interior there. And there's kind of like some suggestions of controls there. And then there's also this little, gunning thing here on the back. This one can't spin 360. This one is like a 180. I put these pieces here to stop it because it's supposed to be a more, rear kind of gun, to get ships off from the back. So, not like this one where this one can go all around. But that was kind of the main purpose of this one here. And I do really like a lot how this back section looks. Now, this part takes a lot of inspiration from the Y-Wing, but I did add this middle section in here, which is kind of like this exhaust kind of look there, and it's got this little tube coming out there. It's kind of like, I don't know, almost like electricity or something. I'm not really sure what that is supposed to represent there, but some kind of power source that is powering this ship and making it go. And then right here, I also kind of tapered these in a little bit, so that at least it's a little bit different from the Y-Wing, and I do like that shape that it creates there. It's pretty simplistic, but I do still think that it's, that it's decent there, and that it looks okay. I also like the way that I did the greebling here. It's not symmetrical at all. It's just very kind of, scattered all over the place, and that was definitely my intent when building this, and that's kind of how the Y-Wing looks on the back. So I definitely kind of wanted that to come into this model here, and the underside, it's nothing really, super special, but at least this model holds itself together pretty well. It doesn't fall apart a whole lot, whereas a lot of my other MOCs, especially, from a couple years ago, seem to fall apart pretty easily. But this one, it stays together pretty well, and I'm glad about that. I'm glad that it doesn't fall apart, because I really don't like that when my MOCs just kind of fall apart everywhere. I don't like that at all. So I'm glad that this one is at least, structurally good and everything. And then I also don't like up here how there's these stripes and stuff. I do like how back here I've kind of blended the colors together. I don't like up here how it's just stripes. I wish that I'd blended this together a little bit and I hadn't just made a bunch of stripes there. But, overall I feel like this MOC here is pretty good. It could have been a little bit better, but I honestly think that it's not too bad. It's definitely far from my worst MOCs here. But yeah, my main intent of this was really just to do kind of my own version of the Y-Wing, because I really do like the way that the Y-Wing looks. And yeah, I really like the way that ship looks, and I wanted to kind of do my own version of it, just with a kind of larger cockpit here, but then still this sleek bottom section. That is another thing I could have done a little bit better, is blending this main cockpit section better into the back section here. But I still think that it's okay, and it's not horrible. So anyways, that will do it for this video here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.